All right, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, YAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, YAHASHAM, Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to my apostles at Great Millstone who taught me this truth, and a sincere Shalom to the elect out there teaching his truth in all honesty and sincerity in these last days. Okay, I'm the brother Yasharan, and this is the late night commentaries. And I didn't want to speak about this topic, but it was burning on my spirit, man. And I wanted to wait for more evidence to start to trickle out before I jumped the gun. Okay, because in the past when I first came to the truth, I have jumped the gun a little bit. But as you get older in the spirit, more mature in the spirit, you tend to let evidence come forth. And the evidence that I was looking at was the disgraceful Sicarii Passover. Now, they were saying that it wasn't at the Passover. Some guys were saying it was at the Passover. Some guys were saying it wasn't at the Passover. When you have so many different conflicting opinions from people that were there at the incident. I know y'all have seen the videos of the scantily clad women dressed like that, acting like harlots. They said that they weren't strippers, they were bottle girls. Now come on, man. All right, now come on. You had guys dancing. It was like a club setting, man. It was like a club setting, man. And they said that it was a pre-Passover party. But you had Deacon Hakash shouting about the Passover in the video. And then they got all defensive, man. So was it at the Passover or was it a pre-Passover party? Because let me tell you something, man. Even if it was a pre-Passover party, okay, what are you doing putting that shit all over the internet? Okay? You're supposed to be setting examples for other brothers, man. Because you guys got a lot of young men following you. And you just carry that worldly spirit with you, man. Okay? That shit was embarrassing. That was embarrassing, and that was disgusting, man. Okay? That was disgusting. Because you should be a very serious-minded person around the Passover, around the time of the Passover. All right? And I speak for myself. First and foremost. Okay? Because brothers in my camp will even tell you, man, I take the Passover very, very seriously. I don't fuck around the time of the Passover. Whether it's the week before, 2 weeks before, 3 weeks before. I don't mess around the time of the Passover, man. Okay, almost to the point where it starts to affect my health, because I usually have the Passover at my house, We usually have the Passover at my house, and there's usually, brothers from Solemn Assembly come down or whatever. We have the Passover here. I take it very, very seriously, man. The service itself, the Sabbath service itself. Okay? Making sure everything's purchased ahead of time. Everything's all set up right. I clean my whole house top to bottom, and let me tell you something, man. It makes me a damn nervous wreck. Okay, I get so stressed out around the Passover. I really walk on eggshells around the time of the Passover. Because one thing I've noticed in this truth over the years is more guys tend to fall out and get exposed around the time of Passover than any other time of the year. And we should all walk with that. We should all walk with fear around the time of the Passover, man. Okay? Because YAHAWASHI can pass over you and put your candle right out. And you offended a lot of brothers and sisters, man, with that bullshit. Okay? You had women giving their testimonies. Even though women can't really, they were bearing witness, okay? I won't say they gave a testimony, but they were bearing witness. All right, they were. The one woman said that that another man, that one of the Sicarii brothers, pretty much had his hands up a woman's dress or whatever, right in front of everybody, in front of other brothers. Man, that's not how you're supposed to act around brothers, man. Acting like a fucking animal. All right, we're Israelite, man. We're supposed to conduct ourselves with class. Especially if you're in the higher ranks in a camp, man. Don't be acting like no fucking clown. All right? That shit was offensive, man. And then you had Alizé, which I'm not going to call you Alizar no more. You had Alizé, all right, who I used to consider a good teacher. Okay? Do these videos where they're trying, instead of taking the low, they're trying to justify it and come at everybody else that was getting on them, saying that they were wrong. What's up with that, man? You're coming at everybody else who was getting on you, saying that they were going to be put to death, man. Trying to save face. Revelation 3:15. I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would thou were cold or hot. So then, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth. Okay? And the Lord is going to make an example out of you guys, because this just proves that you guys are lukewarm with all the rap videos. Okay? With your guerrilla urban gear, whatever the fuck it is, man. And now this nonsense. This nonsense, man. All right? This nonsense coming out, man. This is why the scriptures say that the Lord is going to begin judgment at the house of Israel. Because of situations like that. Even if it was a pre-Passover party. What do you got? What are you doing? Got guys yelling the Passover and then uploading it, man. That's creating confusion, okay? You shouldn't be putting that out there. So you kind of asked for it, okay? You kind of asked for it. And those women that came forth and bared witness, you were asking for that. Because if you weren't doing that kind of nonsense and putting it on the internet, that wouldn't have happened. You're inviting it. 1 Peter 4:17, for the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High. And the Most High could make an example out of you for this. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High? And that's not obeying the gospel of the Most High. That's not a solemn assembly. Okay? You got no business, okay? And then you're sitting there rebuking everybody else, saying that they're bearing false witness. Well, you got somebody yelling about the Passover in the video. You got somebody yelling about the Passover in the video. And you uploaded it to the internet. What are people supposed to think? What are people supposed to think, man? And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High? Okay? And if the righteous scarcely be saved, so just because you're in the truth don't mean you're going to be saved, man. Where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? Okay? Wherefore let them that suffer according to the will of the Most High, and Sicarii don't really seem like they suffer, man. They're in that kind of IUIC spirit where everything's a good time. Commit the keeping of their souls to him in well-doing. Alright, not looking like a bunch of idiots, clowns, animals, as unto a faithful creator. Okay? And when we get this scripture, And get this scripture. This is Sirach 19:2. Alright, for you guys that are in that worldly spirit, man. Wine and women, because they usually go hand in hand, right? Will make men of understanding to fall away. Okay, and you could tell that it lifted up their pride, the whole situation. We're haters for getting on them about it. Everybody was getting on you guys. This is like the first thing that happened, first incident that happened where not only Great Millstone got on you, but everybody else got on you guys, man. Even Son Netter was rebuking the shit out of you. Wasn't he the guy that gave you the Hebrew of the Year award? Mr. Hebrew of the Year award was rebuking the shit out of you, man. I mean, I shouldn't laugh, but it just shows, man. And he that cleaveth to harlots, all right, because we could tell that you guys are about that lifestyle. You're about that life. Will become impudent, okay? Meaning that what? You lack order and discipline, man. And that showed when you made that response video. When you made that response video, man. Acting prideful, getting on everybody else for getting on you. That's how it always is with you guys. Alright? That's how it always is with you guys, man. You know, that's why this is why we follow the teachings of the apostles, because the apostles, man, they just seem like normal guys, man. Elder Manata Zakba was getting into that. And I agreed wholeheartedly with what he was saying, man. Now, let me bring this scripture out. Leaders of our people. So let this be a warning. Let this be a warning. Okay? Let this be a warning to you guys that follow the Sicarii, because you do have a big following. All right? Those guys are full of gimmicks, and they have a very worldly spirit, and they're gonna, and the Lord is gonna make an example out of those leaders, out of the leaders in the Sicarii. Isaiah 9:16, for the leaders of this people cause them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed. Okay, so let that be an example, man. Those guys are causing you to err by putting crap like that on social media. What'd you expect? You're shouting the Passover, and then you got them that was ridiculous, man. Them bottle girls. That's what you call them. At first, they look like fucking strippers, man. Okay? The scriptures talk about keeping company with harlots. About not keeping company with harlots. Matthew 5:14, or 15 and 14. Let them alone, they be blind, leaders of the blind, and if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into the ditch. So let that be an example, man. All right? Like it says, hey, it says in Isaiah 30:20. You know, thy eyes shall see thy teachers, and it's talking about the apostles of Great Millstone, man. You guys gotta grow up in the spirit, because I'm not even, we're not even asking really at this point Elizé and Deacon Hakka to do the right thing. They're pretty much through with how they reacted to this situation, man. They're pretty much through. All right, they failed the test, like Son Netter was saying. You guys failed the test. Okay, but this is for you brothers that are following that are sincere. That are following those rebellious offshoots. But with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to YAHAWASHI. Shalom.